Good morning, everyone. So I'm here to discuss to you how to find the base and height of a triangle. So let's start first with some examples of real objects that we see around us. The first one is a building. So the height of a building, we refer it from the topmost part of the building until the ground. That is what we consider the height of the building. If we have a tree here, same thing. So the height is from top to ground. Okay, that is still the height of the building. If we have someone or if we have you standing up, still it's from the top here, from the head and to his ground. So this is the height of the boy. But how about those things that are slanted? If it's slanted, we still get from the tip going down. Okay, so this is the height of the tower. Another example is a picture frame that is tilted so that it can stand. So we get the height here until the ground. Okay, so if you notice, it's not on the picture frame, it's on the side. It's really outside the picture frame, the height. A ladder that's also leaning is from here going down to the floor or the base, right? So this is now the height of the ladder. So again, that height is really not on the ladder itself, okay? It's actually outside the ladder. So what if we change its orientation? We try to rotate. If we have a cabinet like this, obviously the height will be this part. But if we try to put the cabinet in a different orientation, the height will change into this. So if you notice, if we change the base of the object, the height also changes. Now, let us study the following triangles here. So we will discuss each of them. Let's start with the first one. The first one is a right angle triangle. Okay. So triangle ABC is a right triangle. Since three sides of the triangle can be a base, let's look at three possible scenarios for the triangle ABC. For this first scenario, if we let the base be equal to BC, if base is BC, it's right here, if this is our base, then the height would be AB. So height will be AB since AB is perpendicular to BC. We can say that AB is the height of this triangle ABC. Let's try the second scenario. In the second scenario, this time we let AB be our base. Since BC is perpendicular AB, which is the base, we can say that BC is the height of the triangle ABC this time. You'll notice that the height of this triangle is different from the height of the triangle a while ago. It is because we changed the base. For the third scenario, if base is AC, if base is side AC, then our height would be BE. Since AC is not perpendicular to any of the side or legs of the triangle, we should draw a line perpendicular to AC. So we draw from vertex B, and a line that will be perpendicular to the base AC. And we name that point here point E. We can now say that BE is the height of triangle ABC if the base is AC. So those are three different scenarios that we can have for the base and height of triangle ABC. Let's proceed to our next example. Since triangle DEF is not a right triangle, then we cannot use any of the legs as the height because no legs are perpendicular to each other. We need to find a line that will make it perpendicular to the base. And we can do that by drawing a line from the vertex going to its base. Let's also present three scenarios. Scenario number 1. If base is equal to BC, then we can draw let us have scenario number 1. If base is, let's try FE. If base is FE, then we can draw, if this is our base, we need to draw a line perpendicular to FE from point D or from the vertex D. So we can draw an imaginary line, a dotted line, going down here to the base that is perpendicular. And we can name that point as point G. Therefore, DG is the height of this triangle if the base is FE. Let's have the third scenario. The third scenario is if base is, let's try FB. If FB is our base, then we draw the height from vertex E, and that will be perpendicular to our base here, FB. Because there's no label for this point, we can just label that as X. So we can say that the base FD has a height XE. Okay? The third scenario is if we let the base be AC. The third scenario, if we let the base be E. If base is BE, what do you think would be our height? Okay, so we need to draw again a line from the opposite vertex that is perpendicular also with the given base. So if your answer is this, then you are correct. But how can you name this point? Because there's no given label for that point. You can just assign any letter for that case. So let us try to assign Y. If we let that point Y, then the height of this triangle whose base is DE is FY. We proceed to our third and final triangle. Let us now see this triangle. Triangle LMN. You'll notice that it's different from the other two triangles that we discussed a while ago, because this triangle is an obtuse triangle. Let us also have three scenarios for this obtuse triangle in finding the base or the height. Let us have now our first scenario. If NM is our base, okay, what is now our height? Since LN, okay, and LM did not form a perpendicular line to the base, then these sides cannot be the height. In the same way, we cannot draw a line inside the triangle that would be perpendicular to the given base. All of these angles here is not equal to 90 degrees. So they are not perpendicular. But we can draw such line perpendicular to the base outside the triangle. How can we do that? We just extend the base NM to the left by putting here an imaginary line as our extension of the base. So we can now draw the height from the vertex L that is perpendicular to base NM. And you notice here also that the height is drawn outside the triangle. So let us name the height of this triangle. Let's try to name this point as point O. If that point is point O, then we can say that the height of the triangle is LO. Okay, let's go to our third scenario. Sorry, for our second scenario. Let's go to our second scenario. If this time our base is LN, okay, similar to scenario number 1, the height cannot be drawn inside the triangle because there is no line that we can create here that is perpendicular to the given base. Okay, all of this line these are not perpendicular to the base, LN. Okay? So which means we cannot draw the height inside the triangle. So again, base is LN. So like what we did a while ago in scenario 1, we extend the base LN so that we can draw a line from the vertex M to the given base. So if we do that, we can draw here a line that will be perpendicular now to base LN. And let's name again this point using the letter P. Therefore, we can say now that this is the height of triangle LMN given the base LN. Again, the height here is drawn outside the triangle. Let's now go to our third and final scenario. For our third scenario, let's let LM be our base this time. If LM is our base, what do you think will be the height of this triangle? Okay, would you know? Your answer is this, from vertex N going perpendicular to base LM, then you are correct. And you may use any letter to name this point. Let's try naming it as B. If you name that as B, then your height will be equal to NB or BN. Okay, so those are the three scenarios in getting the height or the base of an obtuse triangle. Let's try some more examples. For example A. For triangle ABC, if the base is AB, then what do you think will be the height? That is correct. If you answered BC, BC is the height of this triangle given the base AB, because this side of the triangle is perpendicular to the base AB. What if the base is AC? If base is AC, okay, then what would be the height? The height must be perpendicular to the base AC. So we start from the vertex B and we need to draw a line that is perpendicular to our base. So this will be the height. Let's try to name this at point O. So the height is BO or OB. Another example that we can use is this triangle. For triangle CDE, if the height is FD, then what will be our base? Because this side of the triangle is perpendicular to our height FD, then we can say that the base is C, E. What if the base is CD? If this is our base, what would be our height? So we need to draw a point from vertex E that is perpendicular to our base CD. So this will be the height of a triangle given CD as our base. So you can name again that with any letter to name that point. Let's try C. No, we don't have C. Let's have F. We have F. So we can name this point as point P. Therefore, the height of this triangle, given that the base is CD, so we can say that the height is E, T, or TE. Last example. If a triangle is given, like here, we have triangle FGH. What would be the base if the height is HJ? The height is HJ, then the base is FG. Take note, it's FG, not FJ. Because technically J is not part of our triangle. So the base of this triangle is only up to F, up to G. Okay? So I hope you learned some things about the base and height of a given triangle. Thank you and enjoy learning.